the Chevrolet Camaro, the Citroen C3 Picasso, and the Kia Soul. I will announce the World Car Design of the Year winner for 2010. And the winner is the Chevrolet Camaro. Design director for Chevy Rear-Wheel Drive.
Priscilla Montero of the Fashion Reporter, and I am here at the 2010 World Performance Awards with
Tom Peters, and I'm Director of Design for Performance Cars and Full-Size Truck for General Motors.
And I just want to congratulate you on an amazing job.
Yes. Very excited to be here.
This car has stood the test of time. I remember seeing the Camaro. You had to have a yellow one back in the 80s, and then it's evolved, kind of, went away and came back with a big bang.
Yeah.
I want our readers and consumers to know, what can they look forward to in the months to come with this car?
Well, this car, I think, for instance, I was just talking with the BAS representatives from the Paint Automotive Finishes Company. I mean, you're going to find on the street some awesome colors. This car is a design. It is a fashion statement. It's an extension of your personality. I think the car has a very strong personality. You're going to find different levels of performance, economy. This car ranges from a 300 horsepower, 29 mile per gallon V6 to 430 horsepower V8, so you can have quite a range. You're also going to be seeing a convertible. So talk about a fashion statement. You got to make sure you're wearing the right threads when you're in your convertible.
Absolutely. You need your Hermes silk scarf and your Jackie O's. I want to ask, what hues and what colors does this car come in?
Well, it's a range. In fact, we were just talking about that. Colors are so important, and it can affect not only yourself but people that around you that see it. We mentioned anywhere from black, just a deep solid black. We have a metallic black coming. The obvious reds, silver. You mentioned yellow. We have some awesome blues. What's neat about paint is it reacts differently to light in the metallics. It'll go from bright to dark. We have a synergy green we're going to do for a limited run here in the spring, which I've coined in the studio. Said, hey, green is the new red, and the reason why I say that is because in this case, the synergy green car has all the power and intensity as red does, only it's green. So with stripes and all that, it's very impressive color. So you have very serious colors all the way to very fun, lighthearted color statement. So imagine that with a convertible, bright orange with white stripes on the car, driving around. It just makes you feel good.
Right, and that's very important. Fashion defines one's personality and vice versa, and the car is following suit for fall 2010. A lot of these colors are used on the runway that you mentioned for fall 2010, especially the design, the structural components, and the curves and the grooves. Also beautiful.
Oh, thanks. I like how you move when you say that. That's exactly what it's about.
It's flowing.
Exactly what it's
this
about.
car kind of sells itself, I would say. And in terms of just composition on the exterior, are you guys going to change that, or are you going to keep it the same?
It's gonna evolve over time. They have to. I mean, just like fashion, you have to do that. And I tell you what's cool. It's right in line because you mentioned the 80s, but really the iconic Camaro goes all the way back to the late 60s. And to me, again, being the age I'm at, I remember going through 68, 69, to me, which is the coolest year in the universe. If we think about it, fashion, music, going to the moon, all that stuff coming together, that was exciting times back here. We wanted to capture a little bit of that, but in the 21st century. So just like music and fashion, there are these touches of heritage that come in, but a new twist to it, which I think makes for a very exciting statement, especially with new customers, with young people, because there's a depth to it, that they may not recognize, but it comes through in the style, the fashion, whether it's cars, music, or clothing. Pretty cool.
So important to keep up with the times. That's most successful of all.
Yeah.
Just keeping up with the times. Now, a random question.
Sure.
What's one of your favorite fashion designers?
Probably John Barbados. I think he's really good. In fact, we've spoken with him over the course of a couple of years here. So he's one of the neatest guys, I think.
Any plans of a designer collaboration?
We've always talked about that, and we would love to do that.
There you go, you guys. Maybe another collaboration like a H&M or Target. Stay tuned, and thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.